Hello, I am Israel Salazar, and I am the person in charge of programming in this project. This project talks about the automatic incubator. So in the presentation, we are gonna see the the process of programming of this project. Well, the type of programming, we are using a program based on C and the language C or C++. It was because when we select the controller, we select the Arduino and we can communicate with the controller to make some action with this language. So that is the reason that we select this this kind of programming, because I have seen that exists a programming of log with logs, but it is different to use in the for this kind of project. Why do we use this type of programming? For this, when we select the controller, we know that we are using this type of programming. We select the controller Arduino. Comparing to other controllers, it is cheaper. We can find a lot of sensor and actuators. So that was the principal reason that we select this controller. And the programming, we have some knowledge in this type of controller because we were making projects um, in other quarters using Arduino. So the programmation is it's supposed to be easier for us. Well, for this part of the presentation, I would like to explain a little bit about my code, what I'm going to do with this in my incubator. We were looking for information and we find that the temperature and humidity, there is a no constant value because it is changed depending of the day. So for this, I decide to create two cases. The case number one is from the day 0 to the 18. And the case number two is from the date 18 to the 21. Each one have different values. For example, and the temperature is constant and the temperature not have a change, but with the humidity, we have an increase in this part. So at the name number 18, we need to increase the value that we are gonna control. Routines and subroutines. Routines and subroutines. As I said in the last slide, I need to control three principal process. They are the temperature control and the humidity control and the rotation system. For the temperature control and the humidity control, I use conditional. They are um, they are saying me if the temperature and the humidity control are in the value that I want to maintain. So for example, if the temperature is lower, when I need to turn the lights to increment the temperature. The second conditional is if the temperature is equals, I need to if the temperature is equals, I need to turn off one. I need to maintain one light to keep the temperature. But if the temperature is higher than the value, I need to turn off the lights and start my fan. So the temperature is going to be regulated by this system. And also it's the same with the humidity. I need to maintain the value in the range of the of the humidity, relative humidity. So at same, I use conditional to indicate me what can to indicate me the the action that I'm going to pass if if the humidity is low or lower or higher than than the value pre-established. And the last one is the rotation system. Here I would like to explain a little bit of my inputs and outputs. At the moment to make this video, I don't have any analog input and outputs, so I just only using digital inputs and outputs. As we can see in the input, I just have the digital sensor and the RTS and the real-time clock the SDA3231. They are connected by the protocol E2C. So that means that I use the pin number, the pin is SDA and SLC in both. For my outputs, I have the lights and the fan that I'm going to use. In this part, they are connected by a relay module, and here we have the pin that are using. The light bulb 1 is using the pin number 2, the light bulb 2 is using the pin number 3, and the fan is using the pin number 4. The humidifier, the humidifier is using the pin number 10, and the servo motor is using the pin number 8. And the LCD is also similar to the sensor and the real-time clock. It has to be uh, connected with the protocol E2C. So I need to have the is HDA pin and SLC. As I said, they are only work with values low and high. So for this part, at the moment, I just using digital outputs. And finally, I have the part of my code. So here I am in the code, and at first I would like to say that it is just a test and the code is not complete. So, and here I just have the control of temperature and the humidity sensor. Here we have the libraries. Each one is dependent of the device that I using. For example, liquid crystal is used for the LCD, and WAR is for the protocol E2C, and these two are using for my sensor. Here I'm define the sensor and the LCDC that I'm using. In this part, I have my variables that I using. Here I have humidity, temperature. I have my delay time, the of reading, the light number 1, light number 2, and the fan, and the humidifier. And this is another delay time. Here I have my void setup. In this part, uh, I I begin, for example, the pins and the LCD, and my serial begin to read the values with the monitor with the serial monitor. This part of here is just passing one time. It's if just one time and then start my void loop. That means that uh, the void loop is a sequence that is repeating. Um, okay, my void loop. And this part start with the reading of the temperature and the humidity. And here I have the printing of the values in the serial monitor and the LCD and the LCD. As we can see, the humidity, I have the message, then my variable and my unit. Here I have the part of it is the same, but it is printing of the on the screen, and it is the same the humidity, the temperature, my variable, and my unit. Here I have the same, but in my screen. And here I have my delay that show me how many times need to read the next variable to the temperature and humidity. And then I have my temperature and humidity control.